Hello, we are back. Happy holidays,
Happy holidays.
happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
and all in between.
Yes.
Sorry for the delay, but nevertheless, we are back.
Yeah.
Um, do us a favor, still hit that subscribe and like and share. And we promise to get these videos out without such a long delay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
more frequently.
Right. We'll be back. We'll be doing everything. Hopefully, we'll try to get it out quick as possible. We've been getting a lot of requests and people asking us where we've been, but we're here now. So, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Happy
See
birthday.
you. Thank you.
Your birthday in July, Tom. I thank you.
Thank you.
but what was I gonna say?
We want to talk about transferring spirits. Yeah, that's today's episode. A lot of people don't know that, that we're fighting a spiritual battle. So, a lot of times, we may be thinking we're fighting against the human flesh, but we're not. We're fighting against spiritual battle. So, we thought that it was important for us to talk about that. So,
since we always having conversations, we
always.
could be doing a video.
Yeah.
talking about different things. But my main concern was always asking the question, can spirits transfer? Just asking, family members, like I said, Darren, just asking questions. So, transferring spirits. The first one is having sex, and you don't realize that if a man joins himself to a prostitute, he becomes one body with her. Question. For the scripture says, the two are united into one. 1 Corinthians 6:16, the NLT version.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate on that?
I mean, basically, Paul is saying it is like, that when two people lay down to have sex with each other, wherever spirit I have or demon I may have inside of me, I can transfer to you. You can pick up my depression, spirit of fear, abuse, anything. And so
language.
Yeah, language. Because a lot of times people don't understand, like, when people behavior change, sometimes it's not them, it's the demon that's inside of them operating through them. That's why Jesus always was big on casting out demons and everything like that. So basically, that's what Paul was talking about. Like, that's one of the ways you can transfer spirits, and you have multiple partners. Some people they well over 100 sexual partners. And so if you have that many,
because not only just 100, it's the 100 who you had relations with,
right?
Plus who they had,
exactly.
So
it's already hard enough for you to be fighting your battles and asking God to heal you from your battles and your demons, and meantime I'm picking up more demons by sleeping with this person and that person. So that's one of the ways.
One of the many.
Yeah, that's one of the ways you could transfer.
Would you say that's number one?
Yeah, that's number one.
Out of 10.
Yeah. So be careful. We all supposed to be sustaining from sex until marriage. But life is sometimes just don't go accordingly. So just be careful who you sleep with and who you associate yourself with in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's one of the ways.
Yeah. So number two.
Yeah. Number two is, through entertainment. This is big right here. So basically, the music you listen to, the movies you watch, the social media. Sometimes you just strolling down Instagram and you may see somebody post something spiritual. So you stroll up, somebody twerking. And somebody twerking half naked, you know what I'm saying? So and basically it was saying Paul was saying in 2 Corinthians 16 you say, and what union can there be between God, temple, and idols? For we are the temple of the living God, as God said, I will live in them and walk among them. I will be their God, and they will be my people. So basically, you can sit up there, you try, and let's just say you fighting, like sexual desires. Should you be listening to R. Kelly? Or, any kind of other sexual type slow songs that, do this to a girl, do that to a girl, do that to a dude, and meantime you fighting that battle, so you have to be careful what you feed your spirit man. Your spirit man is the most important thing. So your spirit man is trying to fight off demons. So if you listening to R. Kelly and listening to other sexual songs, then that's what you feed your spirit man. And you're gonna think it, and they say the Bible says, as a man think it.
So is he.
Exactly. So what you think about that?
Well, I have a little story.
Okay. Story time.
Yeah. My kids didn't believe me, but I still had the question. Like I had the question, plus I had the answer. That spirits transfer. So when they would watch TV, and I'm not a fan of scary movies.
Right.
I used to when I was younger, but now these scary movies nowadays is like,
yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like they so like it's reality.
Right.
Like it can happen. Back in the day, the scary movies was like so scary to not scary, but it was just so fictional till you wasn't even afraid.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, like the commercial would come on, and I'm like, turn it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it, cause that means like you coming in like a covenant. You agree with it. So it's like stepping out of the TV into the home. Right. So I'm like, no, turn it. No, I don't want to watch. Oh my, you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. No. That's for real. Yeah. It took them to hear it from someone else. Yeah. To or experience something, and like, oh my, for real, really? Yeah. Yes, for real. And 1 out of the 5 would go see a scary movie, and ask me, can she go see it? My answer would be no, and I said, don't ask me, can you sleep with me? Because I said no. Soon as she opened up the front door, Ma, I say, don't ask me nothing. But I let her sleep with me still. Yeah. But that's my experience, like with my children. Right. Spirits transferring, other than the first one I read was, sexual relations. Yeah. But through, music, like if you listening to a supposed to be a love ballad, right? Yeah. But they depressed. Yeah. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you just singing a song. And all of a sudden you like, why am I driving slow? Yeah. Why am I moving slow? And all of a sudden it's like you take on, the song. Yeah, you take on the song, and then you can't get it out of your head. Yeah. So.
But not only that, what I'm saying, just say you got over a bad relationship and you but during the time you guys were together, this particular song that came on, that was your song. Maybe during that era, maybe during that time, but not just a particular song, maybe a lot of songs. So
Yeah.
And you trying to move on with your life, and you constantly listening to that song, but that song is bringing you back to a place of pain and hurt that you trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and back to what you were saying about the scary movie, just talking about me. I mean, I could watch a scary movie when I was a teenager. Like, I don't know, I was in 10th grade or 11th grade. It's late at night, and then the scary movie go off. In the meantime, I'm scared, man. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
like having certain dreams and that I shouldn't be having. It's like
Yeah.
having certain thoughts and thinking somebody's gonna kill me.
Mm-hmm.
All kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
so you can either way you transfer in a spirit. But imagine if you feed your spirit the word, or you feed your spirit, motivational things,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what's going to be in your mind. That's what's going to, kind of lead you
Mm-hmm.
and strengthen your spirit, man. That way, opposed to feeding your spirit, man, sexual songs, perverted movies,
Mm-hmm.
Instagrams with girls half naked or guys half naked. Either way, what I'm saying. So it's like that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be led by the Spirit. That's in
Right.
Galatians.
And
So
always in the spirit.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
but this is this is like a little quick video. So we have 3 topics, but the last one is
Mm-hmm.
hanging around unbelievers. Paul said, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character."
Mm-hmm.
What you say about that, Shandra?
Well, you know how the old pioneers used to tell us when we was younger. Be careful who you hook yourself up with, to, or
Yeah,
or latch on to you or whatever,
yeah,
or everybody's not your friend,
yeah,
So um that reminds me of, say, like an unbeliever, um, bad company, say my character, you know, not to say I'm better than somebody,
right.
but
But you just know better.
yeah.
You know right
I
from
mean, like
wrong.
we all know better.
Yeah, you know right from
If
wrong.
it's if you choose to make good sound decisions, or if you choose to know better, do better. So
Yeah,
um, but with, I guess, with anybody, all of us, um, sometimes you just wouldn't do certain things,
yeah.
So um, but let
But
me
yeah, like
see.
you say for instance.
Cut
uh,
me off.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but okay, my
I'm just
bad.
playing. Go
But
ahead.
would you just say you hang around for your friends and they end up smoking weed and you're not a smoker, and
And they know you're not.
the peer pressure, man, come on, man,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta try it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom ain't around, or just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people do it, I mean, just by hanging around bad company or doing certain things, man. I seen kids get caught up in, robbing people because they were pressured into it,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
fighting somebody, jumping somebody,
Mm-hmm.
or, anything. It could be cut class, anything,
Right.
what I'm saying? So, like, that's what Paul was talking about, like, just, bad company. You know better. You know right from wrong. You know the life you're trying to lead. And a lot of times you may be, just caught up with the wrong crowd, man. That's why it's so important to, you know your friends, and know if your friend is trying to sit up there and get you to do the wrong thing when you're trying to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the clear indication. Bad
Mm-hmm.
company. You shouldn't feel bad about cutting them off. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember Denzel Washington told the story, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, 2 of his boys, he was supposed to be with them,
Mm-hmm.
they robbed and they did something, man. They
Mm-hmm.
got like 25 years He would have never became the man he is now if he would have stayed with them. So it little things like that, you know. I mean, you know, but clearly, you know, that's what Paul was talking about. Bad company. Well, what you think?
Before you come up. Yeah, I gotta throw some shade. Um, bad company. Um, I lost my train of thought. Um, but you just gonna keep right on talking till it come back. So
Okay, I give a story though. You know, I remember one time I was in high school, right? So it was right after a basketball game, man. It was like 30 boys, man, all hanging together. We all went up to the corner store. I knew I shouldn't have been up there. You know. For me, I went up there, peer pressure. Come on, Diddy, come on, let's go, let's go. I went up there and man, my older brother found out I was up there with them boys and he came up to the corner store. And, you know, and man, he scolded me in front of all them boys. I was so embarrassed, but I'm glad he did. Deep down, I was like, thank you, man. Thank you, because
is it a big age difference? Big gap. It is.
Yeah, so like, you know, I was like you know, maybe 7th, 8th grade, but I still went to a high school game, and these guys are like juniors and seniors, and you know, and most of those boys got in trouble, you know. So, but it be things like that you know is the perfect example about, and you can easily, you know, you don't realize it. You get caught up in peer pressure, and they having you do this and do that. You don't understand. You transferring spirits, and you get caught up, and you do that, and just say you get caught up in jail. Then boom, your eyes back open. You got duped. So, but yeah, so that's a perfect example of, you know, hanging around bad company. So, you know.
Yeah, hanging around bad company. Remember when you can, you know, be, you know, maybe grade school and you hanging out with people, and so say for instance, since you're hanging out with them this particular time and they get caught, but they blame it on you and you get in trouble and nobody believes you,
right?
You know, and you just like bawling, crying, like it wasn't me, I wasn't with them. Like this time, I wasn't with them this time, but you know, that person could say it was them, it wasn't me.
Right.
But everybody know like your character, you know, and they still believe in this other person whom they really don't know, but they just see you with them all the time, and then this particular time, you know. So that's an example of like bad, you know, getting corrupt, and you really not like down like full flat tires, you know, with this person, but you could be seen with them one time, but everybody know that person's integrity or whatever, and you know, but you and just this one time, like you really not with them, but your eyes are open to how this person is, and so that hurts if you telling the truth and you bawling crying and nobody believes you, you know. So
it's kind of like getting a whooping for your brother or your sister when you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh yeah, I used to shout, oh, I love my brother. I love my brother. I don't know nobody would jump in a whooping like I did.
I ain't taking no beatings, so
I didn't take his beatings, but I felt so, you know, so much compassion for my brother, and I just love him. We, you know, so if he was getting a whooping, but he got a lot of whoopings younger. But when we got older, it was like I got a lot of the whoopings, and so because I used to try my parents, so I would get a whooping, but my brother wasn't jumping in for me because he got a lot of them on his own.
Yeah.
But when he was getting a whooping, this particular time, like I can remember jumping in the whooping. Yeah, because my daddy came home and my mama was sleeping, and we were supposed to be napping too, but my brother and I we didn't nap. So my daddy gave me like a banana. So it's like as soon as my daddy left, like my mama smelled because we had to ask for everything. So it's like she smelled it in the air, like, wait, Shandra got a banana. And she woke up and she came in the room where we were. My sister was asleep.
Yeah.
Me and Chris was up, and well, Chris and I was up, and it was just like my brother was. She was spanking him, and when she kind of like got to me when she got finished whipping him, I was like, "Hold on, I just jumped in the whooping with him. Now, hold on, where'd you get the banana from?" I was like, "Daddy gave it to me." Stop lying. But I don't know why I told that story, but however, yeah, I love my brother. I love I love my brother, but anyway.
Yeah. But it's other ways you could transfer spirits, like through touching, like
Hugging.
yeah, like people.
If my heart is pure and your heart is
it's just like kind of like
unclean.
wicked, unclean. That's why a lot of people are not big on hugging or touching,
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, not to cut you off, but what about you know how people, well, not people, how the Bible say greet with an holy kiss?
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
like we have the question and we got the answer.
Hey, but at the same time,
if your heart is evil and my heart is pure,
think about it. I mean,
but wouldn't it just kind of almost be like this? Like say you evil and I'm pure and I'm getting ready to do this, but it's like in the spirit, it's like, you stay over there.
I mean, I want to look up the scripture for that about transferring spirits in that way, but Judas, he greeted Jesus with a kiss. I mean, that's the ultimate betrayal. That's why Jesus said, "You betray me with a kiss." So I mean, some people. I don't know. I always shook hands. I always hug. So I still
people like, "Oh, I'm a hugger. Give me a hug."
Yeah.
No.
But I just want to read the scripture to back that up. But but those are three of the main reasons. I mean, ways you can transfer spirit through having sex, entertainment, bad company. So, but yeah, and that concludes another episode. We're gonna do another episode probably later this week, and we're gonna get it out to you guys.
To be continued.
To be continued. I'm Darren.
And I'm Shandra.
Yes.
And this is
Keep the Faith.
The Faith.
Yes. Take care.